Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's the start of the 2024-2025 season, excuse me. Bear with me. Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is kickoff for the Super Soccer League in earnest. We did have one Super Soccer League Division 1 Maryland match in which Ambition defeated Baltimore Kickers 1-0 in their first match since promotion to Division 1. Virginia had 3 matches played this week across Division 1. A triple of thrilling contest. We have not had a single match of the 4 that has gone outside of a 1-goal advantage for a team. We've had a couple of draws and some 1-goal deficits. So we look to keep that highly competitive atmosphere and characterization going with a rivalry matchup between Team United and Das Bierhalle. Over the last few seasons, it's shifted in the favor of Das Bierhalle, who recently knocked Team United out of the MDV Cup with a 2-0 blank of a contest. Das Bierhalle went on to success in the Stewart Cup, earning a National Amateur Cup qualification, and Team United will look to start off their season on a stronger note. Here today we've got 4 matchups back-to-back at Milford Mill. We have a 7 p.m. playing Bowleys against Ambition at Eastern Regional, and then at 8 p.m. MSI Pro and Etihad will match up in Division 2 for the Maryland Super Soccer League. We're so glad to have you with us. I'm Noah Walker. I will be your commentator for today's match. We'll have Gio Monterosso joining on some of the matches and taking the lead for the Bowleys game. And if you enjoy what you see on any of these matches, drop a like on the video. Feel free to do so now to help others find it in the algorithm. Please subscribe to the channel. Help us grow our growing community. And, of course, you'll be able to stay up to date with all of the Super Soccer League happenings and other leagues we cover. We're so glad to have you with us. Looking forward to get started here in 2025. Let's get into the walkout and the anthem. As we mentioned, it's going to be Team United and Bierhalle. Bierhalle and United came up about the same time in Division 2, so they have a whole host of competitions going back all the way to their Division 2 rivalry, and so it's really spurred on this derby match. We're going to get the colors right here before we get into the walkout and anthem. For the walkout, I don't want this video to get taken down, so we are going to blank the sound and play some other music. So don't be alarmed if the sound goes away for a minute while we do the walkout and the anthem. But YouTube does not like the copyright music played on the channel. It's a familiar roster for Das Bierhalle. In goal will be Connor Mulville, returning from last season. And in front of him, he'll have the Jacobs brother, Andrew and Dave. Ben Solinger, Dylan Holy, Joey Miller, Kyle Fowler, Marcus Cantor, Mason Kelly, Sean Scarzaletta, Sean Ostrowski, Garcia, Tim Lutz, and Timmy Trinan. We'll round out that starting lineup with Brad McKim up top, the returning leading goal scorer for Das Bierhalle. Team United will have a slightly different roster. We'll get into theirs in just a moment, but for now it is going to be the walkout and the anthem. Welcome, Amadou Berry. Tuning in to watch this match. We're so glad to have you with us. Let us know your predictions in the chat. Who you're supporting. Are you a Bierhalle fan or potentially here for Team United? Regardless, we welcome you. We will now rise for the playing of our national anthem. Do you know the name of all three of the referees, Jason?
Yeah, so referee AR1 is AR2
We have a fantastic referee crew today in the middle. Fabrice will get the much anticipated whistle. Keith Bixler will have AR1. And the third, Jason? Carlos Dominguez will have the other AR responsibility in this massive first Division One, or rather second Division One matchup. We did say Ambition knocked off Baltimore Kickers last Sunday in the first match of the season, but this is really the kickoff in earnest for most of these teams and the return to action for Das Bierhalle and Team United. Team United will play left to right, wearing their all-white kit. Bierhalle, of course, will wear their traditional all-black kits, playing right to left. We are just about ready to get underway. In goal for Team United will be Gabriel and a new goalkeeper for this veteran United side, and we'll see how he stacks up in this Division I competition. As Team United, they like to play from the back. Chang sends it back, and the pressure is coming early and often from Ostrowski. Sean Ostrowski with an early chance, cuts inside, has a sighted goal. Poor finish on the end of it, but certainly a warning shot across the bow for Team United. That is not how you want to start a match. Take a look at this replay. Ostrowski did so well to get in this position, did not do as well to finish the shot. And here we go. Chang sends it down the line, but nothing doing. It will be another Das Bierhalle possession. And United again. We'll send it back to Chang. Right now, United haven't looked good on the ball. They are resolute in trying to play on the ground and find their footing, which is commendable, but they just are hoping not to concede before they find that footing. Here's Chang sending it forward, getting enough of a clearance to give some breathing room, get some bodies forward. Right now, it's Bierhalle that looks far the better of the two sides. They have a little bit more experience playing throughout the winter. Team United, we mentioned their MDV campaign was cut short against this Das Bierhalle side in the 2-0 group stage match back in January. It's pretty normal to see early season jitters, early season mistakes. We saw a lot of that in Virginia this week. This is sent over the top, and Mulville at the outer reaches of his 18, able to easily collect, and will send it in for Dylan Holy. Kelly will send it back. And back to Mulville. Mulville smartly plays it away first time. This one's picked up well by Timmy Trinan, who looks to bring it back. Nothing doing, but he'll get the consolation prize of a throw on this near touchline. Welcome, Madhu. Welcome, Andrew, into the chat. Here's Solinger. Finding the negative ball. Now Scarzaletta finding a Holy. Holy will take it on himself, looking to get through that midfield, perhaps. Well, it looked like he had taken one too many touches, but did well to hang on. Lots of space now opening up. McKim drops deep, finds Ostrowski. Ostrowski rounds one man, but runs into trouble. And now it's Team United to take advantage of the space in the midfield. Well switched, but even better take from Mason Kelly, and he'll send it back to his goalkeeper, Mulville. Kind of a nervy moment at the back. Mulville smartly plays it away, and here comes McKim. Ball did ricochet off of Fabrice, our center official, and smartly a dead ball, or rather drop ball, is whistled since the ball did change possession. Here's Scarzaletta trying to find Ostrowski on the wing. Really sloppy early on from both of these two sides, but it is Das Bierhalle finding some footing, knocking the ball about. Looking to spring one of their wingers in. Here's Mason Kelly looking down the line. And Team United will settle. Here comes Team United with their first possession of any duration. Can they get it across the midfield? They can. That was a perfect pass to find a little space. The final ball was lacking, but encouraging from United. This one's played upfield in the direction of McKim. Does so well to drop and hold up play. Here's Fowler. Perfectly weighted ball. In theory, no recipients on the end of it, and then Dye will start play quickly. Leroy George, the former Heartland man, playing in this back line of Team United. His ball didn't initially find the target, but almost causing issues on the second ball. There's Jacobs getting a touch, losing out. And it will be a throw here on the near touch. So in front of Ndai will be Leroy George, Alan Chang, Israel Avalar, George Flaviano. For Team United, Kam Singh, Tom Kual, Levetcheg, Temi Idawo, Manny Ruiz, Alejandro Avalar, Javon Glivi, and Odin Scott will make up the roster today for United. This is Avalar to send it in. Crunching tackle from Scarzaletta bears fruit. Here comes Fowler. And down the line. Mason Kelly has looked good on that far fullback position. One over the top, easily won by Avalar. Second ball picked up by Bierhalle. Here comes Brad McKim. Threading a beautiful ball in. Flaviano did enough to apply the physicality and terminate that attack. But Team United unable to hang on. Here's Trinan. Back to Holy. Fowler will thread the needle, finding McKim once again. Good turn. Fowler and McKim working well together, but a crucial tackle does come in from Ruiz. Great win from Manny Ruiz. Ruiz will release it early. Not a bad idea, but no recipients on the end of it, and Mulville will restart things. That's a missed ball. But Scarzaletta able to pick up the second. Here comes Scarzaletta driving through the mid. Scanning for options, will play one right down the touch. Is there an opportunity for a square ball? Well, that's not the ball that Bierhalle had in mind, and will have to retreat. Well won by Mason Kelly. And now Trinan will slow things down. Find his colleague in the middle. Dylan Holy. Finding Jacobs. Back over to Kelly. And inside of 10 minutes, not a whole lot has transpired in this match. Both teams really just finding their footing. We had one great sequence of pressure from Sean Ostrowski early on, but wasn't able to take advantage of the opportunity and put a shot on frame. So we sit at scoreless 0-0. That's a great ball over the top. A challenge deemed to be an illegal one. There certainly will be some sort of card. It's a decision for our center official. We'll come back and look at this replay in a moment. What a ball over the top. And yellow is the color, much to the relief of Team United. Take a look at the replay. Well taken out of the air for Ostrowski. What a ball over the top that was, though. Let's take a look again. Did the player get any bit of ball? Hard to see. But doesn't matter. It is going to be a set piece, and who else but Kyle Fowler standing over it. Could be deadly from this range, and Dye will have his work cut out in his first contest with Team United in the Super League. This is where you dream of having a set piece from a specialist, and that's what Bierhalle have in Kyle Fowler. Here comes the delivery. It's on frame, but sent wide by the wall, and Dye very much thankful to his wall there. It was perfectly lined up. That could have spelled trouble for Team United, but just the consolation prize of a corner. We'll take a look at the replay here. Not a bad take, but the score remains 0-0, and Bierhalle have been dangerous from these set pieces. Scarzaletta will look to leverage the stature and physicality of some of his players in the box. Scarzaletta's ball is a good one. Nye can't get it, and there's the goal for Bierhalle. Perfect delivery for Scarzaletta, and the finish by Dylan Holy, I believe. A couple of set piece specialists for Das Bierhalle, and it's 1-0. We'll take a look at this replay and confirm the goal score, but it is 1-0, no doubt. Good ball in, and I believe that is Dylan Holy. Able to jockey for a position and put one right into Team United's goal. So, oh, that is the wrong team. 1-0 Bierhalle. Just like that, we are underway with a goal in this match. United will send one up top. Ball takes a kindly bounce. And just like that, United back on the back foot. Here comes McKim. He's got an overlapping run down the line. Well sent forward. Flaviano showing off his speed to get back and affect play. And now Ndai will connect with Avalar. One sent into the midfield, but quickly jumped by Kelly. Mason Kelly still going. Can he find a square ball? It's a perfect square ball. What a save from Ndai, but the follow-up is there. And McKim will finish off what was started really by Mason Kelly. Fantastic assist for Kelly. And persistent, if not clinical, for Brad McKim in the middle. And it's 2-0 just like that for Das Bierhalle, getting a quality start to their season. Take a look at the replay. Kelly took it all the way to the end line. Ndai made a good first save, but was powerless to stop the second. And now inside of 15 minutes, Das Bierhalle have doubled their lead. Well, Team United certainly missing the likes of Chibane Wessa and possibly a couple other players. They'll have to find new pieces to make an impact. Chibane has moved on and really was such a big piece of this Team United side, who had already began to struggle over the years against this Das Bierhalle. Used to be a great little rivalry between these two sides. There is going to be set piece coming out. The flag comes up. I think that's offside. It's a foul coming out. Welcome to everyone who's joined us late. This is MSSL Division 1 action. Team United, Das Bierhalle. Bierhalle leading by a score of 2-0 off of an early goal by Dylan Holy off the corner and a second goal by Brad McKim. McKim driving forward right now. That is a well-timed tackle from Flaviano, but at the expense of another corner kick. Bierhalle have really excelled at the corner kick and other set-piece deliveries over the years, and Team United will have to find out a better plan to deter. It looks like this one's going to be sent in by Kyle Fowler, seeing if he can emulate the success of his teammate Scarzaletta. This is a good delivery as well. Ball still in the mix, but the set piece will be given in Team United's favor. Here come United. Sending it out to Chang, now down the line. And Mason Kelly quickly to it, but deemed to be a little too much force through the back. And we will have a set piece for United on the far touchline. First ball won well by Trinan. Now sent back. Good win by Flaviano. And that will be a Das Bierhalle throw. We mentioned we got several matchups on the day. At 1 p.m. immediately following this match will be Peru United and Baltimore City FC Division II matchup. At 3 p.m. will be Touch Kings and NPC, another Division II matchup. 5 p.m. we'll see the return of A3 Highlanders and Steel Pulse matching up here at Milford Mill and live on the channel. 7 p.m. we'll have Bowleys and Ambition, another Division I Maryland matchup. And finally at 8 p.m. will be MSI Pro and Etihad FC at Hammond High School. 8 p.m. of course, also live here on DMV Sports Media. So glad to have you with us here for this one, and we hope to have you tune in throughout the day. This is Alan Chang. Back to George. Team United really struggling to hold on to the ball. It is well won by Ruiz. Trying to stir up a quick counterattack. Shot taken, not a bad effort, but Mulville happy to watch this one travel over his top bar. It will be a goal kick. If you're enjoying what you're watching, be sure to drop a like on the video, help others find it in the algorithm, and don't forget to subscribe. We've got lots of matches coming up this spring across the Super League and other competitions. You'll want to stay a part of this growing community. Goal kick is won by United in the middle. Avelar will try to lump one forward. Well flicked on. Could be a chance. What a save from Mulville to deny what looked to be Team United's best chance of the game. Looked like Mulville might get caught in no man's land, but stuck out a huge paw. Made a great save. And now Bierhalle looking to get down this far touchline to no avail. Is there going to be another chance for United? Shot taken and easily held and controlled this time by Mulville. It's played well to keep this 2-0 advantage for Bierhalle. His ball sent upfield, won by Avelar. Good turn there from Chag. Joey Miller intervening to great effect. Here's a chance at the top of the 18. And again, held by Mulville. Quick distribution. Now Fowler. And it looks like it will be foul. Set piece in the middle of the pitch for the Transgression by Das Bierhalle. Quickly played down the line. Now George Flaviano connecting with Avalar. Avalar wants to find a ball into the box. Not a bad option. It's really been the second balls from these long balls that have troubled Das Bierhalle, at least over the last 5 minutes. But that one doesn't come off. Here's Cantor. Cantor flicking it on for great combination between Kyle Fowler and McKim. That is just a simple trip. And Team United happy to take advantage. Lots of space across this midfield. Service into the box. Could bear fruit for Team United. It's flicked up in the air. Takes a hop. Maurice thought about going for it. Did pull out his foot at the last moment, and now Bierhalle can get forward. Here's Miller. Let's take a look at that save from Mulville. From Team United's best chance of the match. It was perfectly flicked on. And Avalar thought he had a sighted goal, just didn't come off for him. This one's sent up to McKim. Now Chegg carrying across the midfield. Finding an option. Chang overlaps. Will send in the first time ball. Well blocked by Kelly. No real venom on that shot. No real direction if it was intended to be a cross. And now Bierhalle can get forward. Here's Cantor. Sending one inside for Fowler. Return pass does not come off, and now Bierhalle under the gun again. Here comes Levette Chegg. Sending in a delightful ball. Shot taken, and shot is converted this time by Manuel Ruiz. Sorry, that is Avalar. And just like that, Team United able to find a response. Avalar clinical this time, would not be denied by Mulville. And it is the much needed response for Team United. Great little turn by Avalar to tuck this one underneath of Mulville. From a neutral point of view, that's kind of what the doctor ordered for this game. It was looking like one that Das Bierhalle might just run away with. Perhaps that goal by Avalar will instill some confidence in United. As both these sides get their feet under them in this first match of the season. This ball down the line from Kelly. Well won by Scarzaletta. Now McKim looking to find a response right away. Jacobs will try one into the corner. McKim will run it down. Good battle between McKim and Flaviano does enough. There is going to be an offside in the lead up, and will be a set piece coming out for United. United will find Chegg as they try to play out. If you're just tuning in, it was 2 early Bierhalle goals. First by Dylan Holy off a corner, the second by Brad McKim off a fantastic ball in for Mason Kelly. More recently, United have the deficit by fantastic Avilar goal. We sit at 2-1. There's a shot not far wide. Melville watches it sail past. A goal kick to come. Let us know where you're watching from and any favorite players so far in this game. If you're a Team United fan, Das Bierhalle fan, get a prediction in. Let us know how you think this game will go. Welcome Amadou, Andrew, Shane. See your messages in the chat. This is Fowler playing one into the corner, perfectly weighted and allowing Brad McKim to go get it. McKim showing off his physicality there. Great save from Ndai. The chance not gone. Here's Cantor looking for a square ball. Ball sent in. Heroic defending there from Flaviano. Second bite at the apple now for Cantor. Jacobs. Cantor tackled well by Avilar, and now United can get forward. There's Dylan Holy out wide. Good fast feet, ball sent into the box, and Ndai. Able to hang on. Did look a nervy moment. Goalkeeper didn't quite hang on as cleanly as I'm sure his teammates would have liked, but we'll send this one forward. There's ball sent along the back. Now Kelly. Looking down the line. And will be a throw. Bierhalle inching their way forward. Here comes the long throw from Mason Kelly. Team United certainly no stranger to this asset. What a ball in, and Ndai makes the save. Perfect delivery and execution from Bierhalle, but Ndai was alert to the danger. Good little turn in there. And now United can get bodies forward. Avilar will find Chegg. This one threaded. Just a little too much zest on the pass. Kual Thang was the intended target. .32nd minute. Right now, there's been plenty of chances for both sides. Bierhalle have the lead, but could just as easily be a level game, if not for a couple of fantastic saves from Mulville. This one sent across goal. Cantor is there, squares it. Now Salinger looking for a sight at goal. Will try to find a teammate. And Team United have taken care of the danger. This one takes a touch. And Chegg holding on to that one for a little too long. Good little turn from Cantor. And it is going to be a foul against Levette Chegg. Another set piece in an advantageous area. Kyle Fowler will look to pick out a teammate in all likelihood. And watch out. These are the moments Bierhalle really excel. Sent to the back post, and no takers on the end of it. Perhaps a little extra juice other than what Fowler had in mind, although it did look like a ball that wasn't far from reachable. Flaviato will find Kwalfang. And Chang runs out of real estate over on the far touch. Will be a throw for Bierhalle. Long throw does find McKim. But George able to make the challenge. Avalar's ball cut out by Holy. Here comes Chegg. Able to find Alan Chang. Chang will send one into the box or thereabouts, but the offside flag does go. Avalar just didn't quite time his run. And Bierhalle will have set piece coming out. Good ball movement. And now Bierhalle will try the space on this near side. There's McKim dropping deep to connect things. The final ball was a bit of a letdown. Good win for United. Avalar will turn, finding Ruiz. And a good tackle made by Bierhalle, and will be a set piece for Team United. They'll try their hand at the corner kick. To send it in is Odin Scott. There's Avalar loading one to the back post. And there was a foul somewhere in the mix there. It's like Bierhalle making a switch. On comes Ostrowski. Off comes McKim. United also making one of their own substitutions. Ricard Bangura is the one who steps on. Chegg, back to Avalar. Now, Quell Thang. Great little move. Their service. Footwork. Fantastic. The save made at the near post by Ndai. Had to just palm that one away. Fantastic footwork by number 18 for Bierhalle. That's Dolwyn Garcia to engineer this corner kick. Here's the delivery, flick towards goal, just wide. And we'll travel out for a throw all the way in the corner. No chances left. This one's sent up top. Shouts from the United bench. I do feel like there was a foul in there. Onwards we play. There's Kelly looking down the line, but nothing doing. About 6 minutes left in this first half period. Team United still trailing by a score of 2-1. And they find the equalizer and the momentum boost heading in to the final minutes here. Here's Ruiz sending it back inside. Good block from Ostrowski. Good turn from Chegg. That Chegg will drive, but couldn't release it in time. Here's Quell Thang picking up the mantle. Flaviano's ball does connect, but only just. Good physical challenge there from Chegg in the middle. Good ball movement. Is there a final shot? Great shot taken and goal kick to come. Mulville was scrambling across his goal face, but ball just wide. Not a bad strike at all from Quell Thang. Final 4 minutes here. Well flicked on by Ostrowski. Physical challenge between the two players, but onwards we play. Fowler will look for Ostrowski. Ostrowski will get the goal kick. Good physical battle there. The ball was already gone before the Team United player made contact. Or at least that's the narrative. This time Team United might try to play from the back. Flaviano sizes up the field. Avalar does look down the line, but unable to connect. It's back in the hands of Bierhalle. Jacobs running into trouble. Skillfully, Dylan Holy able to navigate through this midfield Does send it out to Garcia. Olin Garcia showing off that fantastic footwork, but the final effort didn't really have the pace to beat Ndai. Ndai will try to spring one forward. There's something off the play. And onwards we continue. Gabe Ndai showing off his composure. Well kept in by Avalar. Perhaps not to his own advantage though. Here comes Sean Ostrowski. Releases it. Sent in. And well claimed. All a couple of things to sort out. It all started with some contact between Kelly and one of the Team United players, and then apparently there was some retribution off camera that we're not able to see, but this game's certainly heating up at the end of this half. Ostrowski nipping this one off of United as they come out. There is a foul in the middle of the pitch. And a great chance for Das Bierhalle. Oh, it was a handball. And it will be a chance for Ostrowski or Fowler. My money is on Fowler taking this one, but Ostrowski lined up as well. Great chance here in the 45th minute for Bierhalle to add some insurance policy to their lead. Comes the delivery. Ostrowski will hit it. Takes a deflection off the wall. And will be a corner kick now for Bierhalle. Kyle Fowler lined up over the ball. Will send it into a dangerous area. And that will take us into the halftime break with Das Bierhalle leading by a score of 2-1. It was two early goals from Bierhalle. The first off of a corner kick delivered by Sean Scarzaletta, finished by Dylan Holy. The second was a great drive down the line by Mason Kelly, finished off by Brad McKim. And then Team United able to find a goal of their own by way of Avilar. That is Alejandro Avalar, number 14. We're going to take a quick break for the half. We will see you in just a few minutes for the second half. As always, don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Help others find it in the algorithm. Help this video, that is, in the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel in order to stay up to date with all of our games. We've got 6 matches live streamed in Super League and 1 in American Premier League today, and 5 more matches throughout the week. We're going to take our quick break. We'll see you in just a few minutes. and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half ready to kick off here at Milford Mill. This Maryland Super Soccer League Division I action. Bierhalle leading by a score of 2-1 against Team United. It will be Bierhalle playing left to right, wearing all black. United playing right to left, wearing their white kit. And we are underway. This is Jacobs cutting inside and tackled. An early foul. This one sent into the corner and away at the expense of a corner. Actually, I'm not so sure about that. Doesn't really matter. Bierhalle have a fantastic long throw delivery. Just about as dangerous as their corner kicks, and it looks like that's what we'll see. Ostrowski will launch this one in. Takes a bounce, only partially cleared, and well up and over. Goal kick to come. And onwards we play. Here comes George Flaviano. Down the line, and Bierhalle will have a throw. This one's taken down by Avalar. Now, Bang. Here's Chegg. And United will have this throw. And Flaviano will take his time turning this one around. This one's well flicked on. McKim unable to find the square ball you had in mind. Good intervention there from Ostrowski to stretch out a foot. And Team United really struggling to get out here. Here's Fowler floating one into the corner. The foul is made. That's probably going to be a penalty kick just inside the box. Really not a foul that needed to get committed. And it's George Flaviano, the guilty party. McKim slow to get back on his feet. It was a crunching tackle, which really didn't have a chance of winning the ball. Let's take another look. Good ball in from Fowler. Oh, nope, that's Avalar who committed the foul, excuse me. Just a little overzealous, and now a chance for Bierhalle to go up by 2 goals. looks like it's Scarzaletta to take this kick. Off the bar, ball straight up in the air. And that gives a new lease of life to Team United, still down just the 2-1. Team United will send this one to the near touchline. Ruiz streaking forward, well won by Jacobs initially. Down the line for McKim. Good square ball, overlap could be on. Flaviano applies a nice little challenge, physical. And it will be a throw for United coming out. Chegg sends this one straight up in the air, no real distance to the clearance. Scarzaletta hits the turf, but no foul called. And this game certainly escalating in physicality. It's going to be one coming out for Team United. It's going to be a set piece just inside of Team United territory. And one for Manny Ruiz to take care of. Ruiz will send this one in the air. No real recipient on the end of it. Now Chang will settle things down. Back to George. George looking for the long ball. Again, won by Bierhalle's back line. Here's Mason Kelly. Good ball movement just under the feet of Fowler. A rare mistake from Kyle Fowler, and will be a throw now for United. Comes Levette Chegg running into trouble, sending it back to Kual Thang. Thang, this one well flicked on, and Timmy Trinan will have to mop up. McKim sending it outside. Now Fowler, perfect delivery for McKim, who is away. McKim, oh, he just doesn't miss those like that. That was a poor finish for McKim after a fantastic sequence of play. And McKim, he's going to be kicking himself when he takes a look back at this video. He had so much time and space, and I just don't know what he was thinking. As the leading goal scorer last season for Bierhalle, it's one that you would have bet your house on. But again, Team United, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. They've sustained the penalty kick. They've sustained the 1v1 from Brad McKim, and they'll need to do better. Giving away these chances, the fate seems to be on their side. Can they find a goal and punish Bierhalle for their lack of clinicality? Couple of switches made for United. On comes Cam Singh. That's a poor touch. Jacobs, Thang. We'll send it outside. It's Alan Chang. Running into trouble. Is fouled, but the advantage is given. There's going to be a set-piece throw for Mason Kelly. Kelly will look down the line. Here comes Brad McKim. Showing off his physicality, goes down, and it is going to be a foul just outside the 18 for Das Bierhalle. Team United in disbelief. Let's take a look at the replay here. Avillard, the guilty party. And it's a chance. Looks like this one's going to be hit by Brad McKim. Sends it in. Fantastic golazo for Brad McKim and atoning for the earlier miss. Well, he missed the easier chance, but he smashed the more difficult set piece, and there it is, 3-1 for Bierhalle, and you can't say it's not deserved. Perfectly hit ball up and over the wall and into the goal. This one's sent back to Chang. Now inside another opportunity for Bierhalle. Team United coming apart at the seams. It's floated into the box. And it's a foul. Going against the attacking team. Here in the 57th minute. How can Team United respond? Need to find a way through this midfield. And past this resolute Bierhalle back line. Here comes Levet Chag. Over to Chang. Chang sends it down the line, and it will be out of touch for Bierhalle. Well flicked on by Ostrowski. Here comes McKim, sending one into the box. The chance is missed. The flag does come up anyways, would not have counted, but what a ball from McKim. Here comes Fowler, cutting it back for Garzaletta. Good ingenuity from Thang. Well, sent up top. Dylan Holy does enough. Now it's Avilar. Avilar still driving forward. Now Chag. Here comes Thang taking a deep shot. Mulville will easily catch hold of this. And there is going to be a whistle for the player down behind the action. Flaviano comes back on. Odin Scott also coming back on. Those Lutz trying to switch the field. There's McKim. Been coming alive the second half. We'll send it back. There's Fowler. Chegg. Game of tennis in the midfield between Ostrowski and Chegg. Eventually travels out. Will be a Bierhalle throw over on the far touchline. This one travels through several bodies. McKim finds the streaking Ostrowski, but Flaviano first to it. Here's Leroy George finding Thang. Oh, inside, Chegg. Go find Ruiz. Ruiz slaloming through bodies and able to find Alan Chang on the far touchline. There's Ruiz floating one into the box. It's taken down well by Scott. And another one just too deep to really trouble Melville. He's going to need a Herculean strike from that range, and it just wasn't happening. Good turn from Thang. Thang this time will send it forward for Scott. Never a foul. Good challenge there from Kelly. Bierhalle could be through. Here's Kyle Fowler dishing a perfect ball. Flag stays down. Here's Ostrowski with the golazo. What a goal. What an assist. Bierhalle firing on all cylinders right now. The connection Fowler to Ostrowski. And lightning fast on the counterattack. Our Bierhalle 4-1 is the score. And that might just be the goal that puts this one to bed. Take a look at the assist. And Ostrowski, he wouldn't be denied from that range. Ostrowski of late has been rather clinical across the state cups. We saw him in that Stewart Cup semifinal against Steel Pulse, my man of the match. And again, coming up big. Team United, it's back to the drawing board for them. They had a good response early when they were scored on, but since then, largely ineffectual on both sides. This one takes a ricochet. Chegg must find a shot, can't, and it is a fantastic tackle in there. Good sportsmanship there between Chegg and Kelly. It will be a corner kick after the fantastic challenge. I think Team United thought that Kelly was standing over him to taunt him, but I do think that Kelly was trying to help him up. It's good sportsmanship between those two. This is a good service. Could cause problems, but Kelly is there at the near post. Here's a lovely little move there. The shot taken through traffic and blocked. Shouts for a penalty kick. Doesn't look like it's going to be given. Let's take a look at the replay. There may be a case there. It's two players going up for the ball, but, well, I'm not going to expose my lack of officiating knowledge here, but it did look like the second player went straight into the Team United man and didn't get anywhere near a piece of the ball. It was a late challenge. I'll let those in the comments put their opinions, but just leave it at that. Contentious moment. Junior Richard, welcome into the chat. Says bend it like Beckham pass. Yeah, that was a fantastic assist on that last goal. Chag finding Thang. Now Flaviano turning things around. Good ball into the middle of the pitch. But Kelly is first to it. Bad turnover. Here comes Avilar. Chegg to Ruiz, but no strike forthcoming. Lutz will send one down the line. What a ball from Lutz. McKim has one to beat. And good physicality there. McKim unable. It's a fantastic challenge from Leroy George. Good physicality. Put that shoulder to shoulder and Marshall McKim out of bounds. There's Thang. Good battle between Scott and Kelly. Sent over in the direction of Garcia. The win Garcia takes this one out of the air. Lovely bit of skill, but mopped up by United. This one sent over the top. Alejandro Avalar still in pursuit. Now it's Team United. There is a lot of time still left on the clock. While this game does feel done and dusted, in theory, Team United very much has the time if they're able to put some cohesive play together, but we just haven't seen it yet. This is better. Ruiz finds Chag. It's down the line. Avalar takes the shot. Here comes Thulin Garcia working against Alan Chang. Garcia looking for a service. Takes it all the way to the end line and runs out of real estate. Will be a goal kick to come. He sends it out wide. And the foul is given. I feel like that might be one of those gimmies to just keep the game managed well. Not a bad decision by center official. One of those that you don't have to give, but you can. This is Chang serving one. Top of the 18 for Alejandro Avalar. And well won by Holy. Here comes Stolwyn Garcia working against Flaviano. Garcia cuts. Still looking for an option. And did well to hold play up. Scarzaletta tries one into the box. Second ball won by Lutz. Here come United. It's Manny Ruiz. And the final connection just not happening. The next match on the day will be Maryland Super Soccer League Division II action. Baltimore City in their first ever Super League match against a returning side, Peru United. Beefed up and ready for a strong campaign. It's a foul right around the midfield. Bierhalle dropping back. Team United certainly feeling they're due a card. But onwards we play. This one floated into the box. Goalkeeper will come. Doesn't claim it cleanly, but did enough, Connor Melville. The second chance for United still there. Good challenge there from Mason Kelly. And again, good sportsmanship after the battle between those two. Here's one swung in by Ruiz. That was one with the wind. You didn't know, maybe, just maybe, something might happen, but the ball just drops innocuously for a goal kick. Sent straight up. Ruiz over to Thang. Back to Ruiz. Ruiz takes the shot. And again, it's sent over. This time we will see a foul and going against us, Bierhalle, for the late challenge. Let's take a look at the replay here. Yeah, not sure about this one, but looks like very little contact is going to be an opportunity that Team United will want to make the most of. It's Manny Ruiz standing over this one from about 30-ish yards. With a thin shooting range, it's into the wall. Bell straight up. Beauville doesn't get it away. And finally cleared. That would certainly look dangerous. United will play it in quickly. Sent into the 18, Scott turning, shot taken off the bar, still alive. And that chance has gone. What a chance two chances really, neither taken, and United still sitting behind a deficit of 4-1. Mulville will send it upfield. Well flicked on. Flaviano turning. And another foul right at midfield. Flaviano will send this one into the 18. Flick towards goal, and Mulville easily able to hang on. This one's straight up in the air. Well won by Levet Chag. We'll find Ruiz. Now Avelar. Chang could put this into the box. It's taken, but not connected cleanly. And good connection between Avelar and Temi Aduo. Mulville's ball travels a bit further this time, and United will have to just send it into touch. Here comes Jacobs. Finding McKim, now Thulwin Garcia. Garcia, magic footwork. The service is perfect. Oh, it begged for a finish after the beautiful step over and delivery from Thulwin Garcia. Let's take a look at this replay. Left the defender absolutely in the dust, created space and separation for himself. No finish on the end of it. Defender sold him a little bit, but still a fantastic moment. This one sent down the line. And a good challenge there from Jacobs. Jacobs felt the second touch. Did come from the Team United man, but nothing doing. Sent in for Scott. There's some extracurriculars, and Leroy George certainly going to go in the book. Looks like Leroy George is getting sent off. So Team United down to 10 men now. We're at dismissal for the late extra challenge from Leroy George. Now a chance for Bierhalle to send it in. It's Fowler seeing something on the far touchline. Thulwin Garcia. This time well defended by Alan Chang. Good cut from Lutz. Lutz sends it over. Now space and time for Holy. Both players went up with the higher foot that time, so no call made. Here's Odin Scott cutting it back. Kang still carrying. Cutting it back for Avalar. Avalar will float one into the box. Well taken down by Ruiz. Can he find a shot? The answer is no. Well won from Levet Chag. Chag over to Chang. A lot of bodies in there. And really anticlimactic after a strong sequence of play. Well flicked on. It's Flaviano. Back to his goalkeeper. Over to Alan Chang. Now sent upfield in the direction of Scott. Bierhalle had a fantastic opening day. It's pretty much a done result. They would do well to just conserve their energy, conserve their resources, and see this game out. They've now not only got the 3-goal advantage, they've got the man advantage, and certainly don't need to force the issue. Here's Mulville. Sending it back into the midfield. It's won by Chag. It will be a set piece for Bierhalle. You can move my stuff. You can move my stuff out of the way. Okay, cool. No. This one taken down the line by Thulwin Garcia. Garcia cuts, but runs out of space, runs out of options. Will be a Team United throw. Quickly sent in for Flaviano. George Flaviano will switch the play over to his colleague. Poorly played ball. And Bierhalle could be in again. Good turn there from Chag. Now over to Chang. Good little move there from Avalar. Avalar trying to do it all himself. Will win a throw for his troubles. Back to Thwal. Kang. Kang's ball easily claimed by Mulville. And it looks like there's a player down behind the action. It's Miller back on his feet. when you're down, can you, once the teams have their rosters ready, can you get a picture for us and send it to me? Thank you. There's Fowler. Looking upfield. We'll just take more time working with Kelly. Kelly will be the one to send it forward. Really excited to see this first ever battle, Peru United, Baltimore City FC, and our next fixture of the day. There's going to be a lot of firsts with all these new entrants into Division II. It's going to be probably our most exciting Division II season yet, and that's saying something. A few seasons ago, Division II was incredible. We had Bierhalle, Team United, Ristosi FC, A3 Highlanders all playing in Division II. A lot of those teams, if not all, have at least progressed on to Division I. Ristosi now playing in NPSL, earning accolades, the State Cup level. And I'm confident to say that this is a Division II caliber that is at least on par with the Division II of old. And there's going to be 2 teams to get promotion from Division II, so lots to look forward to. I'm about almost as excited for Division II as I am for Division I. That's saying something. This one's sent in. Lots of new teams, MSI Pro, Baltimore City FC, and Touch Kings. This one's sent just wide of goal. But also returning sides, Slancha will look to reassert themselves as a top side in Division II. Etihad, Peru United, NPC, all back. So we hope you'll join us for some of those matchups today, with the next one being Baltimore City and Peru United. Zavalar down the line, quickly sent away. Luan Garcia finds his man. McKim certainly thought he was offside, but flag stayed down. Here comes Leveche driving between 2 players, still going. Chag finding the service, begs for a finish, and there's the golazo for Odin Scott to pull one back for United. Make this game a little more interesting. Final few minutes. Don't know if it's too much, too little, too late, but a great finish on the end of it, and a fantastic service. Having the deficit. Here comes McKim, taken down by Avalar. And a yellow card. It's an opportunity for Bierhalle to send one into the box. Sent forward for McKim. Now Garcia. Flaviano will start the attack for United here in the 90th minute. And Scarzaletta will get the card. We are into stoppage time now. United sending this one up the field. Well taken down. Down the line for McKim. Brad McKim unable to get past the terrific challenge of Flaviano. This one sent to cross, and the ball had gone. Kelly will send it back. Good ball in, but the flag does come. Sent down the line. And it is going to be a foul and a card given. Fowler going in the books. This is a game that probably is ready for termination. It's been nothing but back and forth, a lot of activity over on the far benches, fouls and cards for both sides, and probably will be called soon. This one sent into the box. Kelly will send it forward. Well taken out of the air from Kyle Fowler. Now down the line. Opportunity for McKim to try to run it down. McKim will force it back to the goalkeeper. Whistle should go any minute now. 93rd minute into the 94th. Now Scarzaletta. This one's sent across. There's Chang. Now Levette Chegg turning upfield. Scott. Here comes Alan Chang. Can he serve it? Great service in. Goalkeeper comes. Unable to get there, but no finish. And it will be throw in. This whistle should be coming any time now. Unprecedented amounts of stoppage time. And there is the final whistle. Bierhalle victorious by a score of 4-2 in their first of the MSSL Division 1. We're gonna quickly turn it over. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more. We got Baltimore City against Peru United coming right up here live on the channel. Thanks for tuning in.